copy this Netanyahu genocide. What is going on in Palestine? Why are they not going there to stand up to Netanyahu and the Israelis? If really their focus in the world, say, entrenching human rights, they want to fight for human rights. Look, their own country, the biggest human rights issue, there is hardly a week without gun violence.
Yeah. Recently, last week, yeah. Part of London.
And Chebiane ku Ghana ni wa Canada, innocent Ghanaians, all over the place. Yes. Ghana for a with knives, with guns, and then innocent children, their own citizens. Omo ye really committed about human rights. Why are they not addressing gun control in their country? This cannot be about a human rights fight. Omo who say the current Ghanaian leadership is weak, is complicit. Indiana, they feel that they can threaten us, they can harass us, intimidate us, meddle in our domestic politics, which is not done by international convention. If a sovereign country is deciding, said, this is the law we want to pass, their parliament, bipartisan, Obia, nobody had the courage to openly vote against this bill. How dare you? How dare you issue threats and even dictate to a president? Monamoto Obama, the president, because they know, say, oh, you're complicit. They know he's weak. They know he doesn't have balls.
Or should declare anti-LGBTQ plus bill null and void, British Sky to Supreme Court.
Look, the Ekoso were mind way mono. It's a clear case of this country returning to the era of subjugation, the era of colonialism, the era of white dominance, foreign control, because of, you see, peanuts, loans, anka a grant cry, even that, there is no amount over $1 trillion. I'm concerned about the future of my children, the future of this country. Look, in any case, on this same continent, Sikana Ghana leaders, Musro, and they are tossing you around like puppets. Look at how Kamala Harris came here and ordered our president about somebody who can be her father. Because of some, was it $100,000 for Accra initiative, said they are going to help them to fight terrorists. As we speak, Minia, it is important to acknowledge, sir, Uko Kenya, they have even stricter laws. Uko Zambia, stricter laws. When they say all these countries are under the IMF program.
Okay.
And yet, the IMF, the Americans, the British, the French, they dare not. Because Omunim say, those countries, their leaders are added them. They are strong. They will quickly tell you, say, take your money and walk away. Like Uganda did. Argentina, Saudi Arabia. Unim Saudi Arabia. People are complaining about our laws, say our laws are harsh. Yen Yaka say maximum 5 years. Unim the Yechi was Saudi Arabia, what they do? First, you will be lashed publicly, after which you will be hanged. We are now you're hanging, now you're kung. And yet, who call that part of the world? Ubianim, Saudi Arabia. They are the closest friends of the United States of America. Omoka brutal. They are tight. In Framankra and Faumomo. In that region, Ubianim, who you're a student of geopolitics. I mean, look, Iranians who are even a bit liberal, Americans, the Americans love the Saudi Arabians. Biden alcohol on a number of occasions. Renew. Even when people thought, sir, after Saudi was implicated in the murder of the journalist Khashoggi, Biden or campaigning, or said the Saudi Arabia, is not the best, that they have to be dealt with. the international community must sanction them. Obey president. We abandon Ninyana. He's been listed as the first betrayal of the American people. He no longer talks about justice for Khashoggi, the journalist who was killed in Turkey by Saudi spies. What is happening here? Where every Western leader thinks that they can dictate to us. And it is all because of the weakness. And look, Sikana, as I say, yeah, can say, Sikana Mba.
So what is it? Ghana beyond aid?
Sikana Mba, economy way back collapsed. Minia, we will go into this program. I'll be pointing out to you monies that have been blown, wasted. And your president, how many years was I not complaining about his chartered travels? 20,000 euros an hour.
You said it.
The Western leaders who today are dictating to him, they don't do that. Americans are using their Air Force One, which they bought in 1991. Who they buy recently, 2010. Fresh condition. You see, the latest ultra luxury, 20,000 euros. Because when this economy crashed, he spent over 100 million on those travels.
What?
Yes. Analysis are yeah. Over 100 million new Ghana cedis.
This is serious.
And this is a man saying, without IMF money, this economy will crash. Endra Eden Ayante. Photocopy of
what's it?
Past questions. Pasco. 68 million cedis. On my way, on my nisika. Loan inti. Some Fianga diplomats who come and be threatening us.
Fianga diplomats?
Yeah, will come and be threatening us. Come and be threatening. How dare they? We are a sovereign country. Talk to all of our parliament, the parliament of the people are passing law. Look, I feel so offended. So they think that what? Chefla, they see we were building houses at the same time as I said, Uba Parliament. You're shuttling and all of that at the risk of your life. Then you treat our legislation this way, and our president is following you people. What do you take us for? And apart from the 68 million, $12 million on a Japa, and no cry yet $2 million. When we thought that a Japano ya stopping sikabia enkodemo, not doing we were wrong. $12 million. Yebisa MIF chief executive or CEO and offices and marketing and we were planning to list on the London Stock Exchange. Ebe, you don't know the value of money? $12 million. Up to now, Yabisa say office when Amoko rent here, they can't tell us. You pay address, no?
So Nema Mukanyina and Ubibisa say,
Ain't on my way, you mine.
President impeaching.
Oh, what kind of constitution now? We have a hurdle. To succeed in an impeachment, you need 2/3
of the House
of MPs. Unfortunately, you need 2/3. Ubekai recently, you indicted Kenoforiata. You did 2 vote. You no more Muka say Kenoforiata say or party or say or minor. Into your monko. Omuya U10. Shameless U10. Into Yanya 2/3.
Understand.
Kenoforiata continued with his destruction.
Are you surprised that Richard Sky is behind this suit in the Supreme Court?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Look, people are not novices in this country. We are not naive. We know what is going on. We know those who are behind these things. We know what is happening. We are not naive. And this is my prediction. Take it or leave it. Case way, Supreme Court and rush it to adjudicate. A better horse till President Akufo-Addo finishes his term. That is a strategy. Take it from me. You will call me January next year to give me my stone.
Rebecca said, preempt.
Oh, Minia. Yeah, e-levy case, so is that not the same thing they are doing?
That because
my lawyers oh, please, when is the next year? When is cold case? It's become so cold like ice. Omon Fred case no, like ice. Meanwhile, Abdullah Diano, rapid on the budget. Say you rejected budget. Within 6 weeks. They've done hearing my judgment. Look, we are not kids in this country. You just see what will happen. Because pressure, no. And look.
So do you know what's a Ghana for you, honorable?
As I say, you
was he demonstrating?
You're demonstrating
on the street.
And President, he shouldn't think he can hide under this case at the Supreme Court. What kind of constitution now? Parliament or other opportunities.
Okay.
To revisit this matter. Yeah. To take him on.
Okay.
Yes.
Educate us, honorable.
When a president refuses to sign a bill, there are processes. It will go to Council of State. It has to come back. And we can take a vote. We can decide, say, we will override the president's recklessness. You need more than 2/3 though, but we will do it. Because yes, starting MP Bia, I'm sorry, Anka say I am opposed. Nobody should think that we are at the end of the road. We are not.
Fantastic. Honorable, Ebimo Kase Baomia is quiet on this issue. John Mahama were making his stance clear to Ghanaians. But Ebesine Baomia Kasai.
A legitimate concern. Meso Maka, our parliament. Maka says, so far, no, the silence of the MPP's flag bearer is deafening and unacceptable. Nipa Yechiwo not too long ago, that leaked tape, Ana or Kase, unknown the savior of Muslims, he has come to pursue a Muslim agenda as candidate, which I thought was totally needless. We are Muslim or Christian or I don't believe in those unnecessary divisions. We are all human beings, one people under God. Into this cheap politics of identity, no? It's done by people who don't have a message, who don't have a vision. But Nipa Yachil say you are portraying yourself, say you have the interests of Muslims at heart more than anybody. Meanwhile, we all know, say, President Mahama has a superior record when it comes to Muslim interests. If you look at the NDC, holidays, Muslims enjoy. It was the NDC's, policy interventions and laws that we promoted. If you look at even Hajj, organizing Hajj in dignity, Yen na Yakreti Hajj village. Yen for the first time, Muslims were able to travel from Tamale direct to Mecca. Never happened in this country. It is not about cheap talk. It's not about cheap talk. It's about what you do. The people want action. Your track record. Inti Ebani Sena, who claim say you are more Muslim than anybody. How come you are silent on this matter? Inti Opese or please foreign diplomats. He wants to be a puppet to the West. Oh, how I miss great leaders of this country. Okay, Professor Mills, my godfather. How he stood up to David Cameron at the time and told him in the face that how dare you? You dare not. We are a sovereign country. Not under my watch. Back off. If it's about aid, keep your money. Professor Mills.
Yeah, he said it.
He said it.
Yeah.
He said, keep your money. At that time, we were back fresh. The economy was not good. Kufuor's economy. But he knew he was going to be incorruptible. He knew, say, the little taxes. One charter, 20,000 euros an hour jet. One ko two amona for $58 million. One ko ye Pasco photocopies for 68 million cedis. One ko ye Japan $12 million. At least sika in Kolabenye Didier. Sika yedibe si ya kwen, yedibe ye hospitals, yedibe to incubators there, yebenye bi. But it is because of bad leadership, bad choices. Enti Baomia must speak. And I am glad said National Chief Imam were outlining the Muslim manifesto, what they want to see. The next phase is to demand of all the leaders, and I'm glad said the Catholic Bishop Conference and others, they've started.
Yeah.
All politicians must state. We have heard from President Mahama. Aka Diakano from the other parties. And Baumia cannot keep hiding under the table, under the carpet, in holes. He must be smoked out. Inti SSO Kasa.
Very well. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, thanks so much. You move on after you me rata bia what tweet bibi ene ewie na yenhwe Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Tomorrow I will be engaging the media from world most expensive pit on the day President Akufo-Addo promised to commission his $450 million US dollars, that is 5.7 billion Ghana cedis legacy cathedral, which he described as priorities, okay, for God and country.
Yes, Biana mature. And they are Ochina the world's most expensive pit. One say yaka Ghana for moon here. One say omo cordon off the place. Omo de tete. Omo pese Ghana for be hunu krano. Into Ochina meaning century for ye koho. You are invited. 2 p.m. ye koho. We are Ghanaians. We must have access to every part of Ghana. We are ready to face off. We are going there. And nobody 2 p.m. may address the media right from there. Namachere Ubia, the whole country, what they have done with our $58 million. Look, we are not angry enough. $58 million. The last time we hear analysis, no. A Dana Yesi for the displaced people in my constituency, it was just 2.5 million for 300 people. And so far, Yesi Mienu, 600 people have been housed. Wow. Abandoning ye. Our State of the Nation address, President one, he didn't even give us a word of empathy. He doesn't care about us. I mean, no, Kasa say over 2,000 people are still living in tents 6 months now after this disaster. That's why I get so angry. And then your taxes. Are we not all Ghanaians?
We do.
Why do you treat fellow Ghanaians like that?
You pay taxes.
It is $58 million. No, it is more than 700 million cedis. Check it at current exchange. A big drew 800 because of what the dollar is doing to the cedi now. Me analysis, no. I bet to me see that house that we have built. Mm-hmm. It can house 8,600 people.
That money?
Yes, with that money. 80,600 people. 80,600. Into a choice, the 40,000 people who were displaced now, we can solve that problem and we will have 46,000 more rooms to take care of people who are homeless across the country or people who need affordable homes. We must always put these things in context. Say $58 million no. And yeah, dying crown now person who see 40,000 displaced Ghanaians no from the Akosombo village no cry. Now say person who acquire how many kilometers of road? In a bay. Upese auditor incubators there so that our preterm babies will have a chance of surviving. How many can you buy? A hospital, how many hospitals? Unem say la general hospital. Omo demolish here. Omo shisha sikasa they almost say they need less than 50 million to build a new one, massive one who design, which is less than the $58 million. So we must put these things in context. I'm a Ghana for
and I die a bubugu.
And I die a bubuguye. Me no kasa sisi. Ye kasa sisi ya no. Unum se okohwa. Judges bungalows. Na judges bungalows ewo. You see honorable Bagbin Abreso as Works and Housing Minister. And the President Mills. And the President Mills. And you see nice new bungalows. Judicial Training Institute. Demolish. Can you imagine say anka ye NDC leader? And now what demolish judges bungalows and a judicial training. And by now, judges will be up in arms. Judiciary will say, hey, we are under attack. The judiciary is under attack. But Obiaye Din. And these judges, what I'm saying in the process, Justice Said, he received an award from the Ghana Bar Association as the most upright judge. Nebu Efuye into your resigning. We lost him. Yes. We lost Justice Said, an appeal court judge. He resigned. Say, after I've served my country, risen from high court all the way to appeal court, and you treat me or more money, they just drove him out like a chicken. None a year cry. She had just done surgery. Oh, he was asking for a few more days for the wife to recover. Almost there be presidency with who vision. Jamia catcher and say or movie from heaven or betina Accra. The last time the new NPP campaign manager Joyce Aye or say appeal for funds or say who Cathedral as a manger that Jesus Christ is coming back to earth to live in that manger. Meanwhile, sorry. Me, I was SU vice president. My name say Christian doctrine. Anywhere in Christian doctrine, the Bible, yes, signed by Jesus Christ. It won't happen. It's not possible. Jesus Christ is not going to be born again. Oba Betina manger. And in any case, what kind of Bible? The story of the manger was to show the modesty of Jesus Christ. Say Jesus Christ, no, onokra ye no, just manger, baby, animals were just, say he's modest, he's selfless, or you're humble. Manger musina $450 million. How can that be a manger? You think Jesus Christ will have allowed himself to be born in a $450 million manger? What kind of doctrine is that? Until they've turned the Bible upside down, deceiving people.
You bet me, I said, President, we're causing financial loss to the state.
Oh yes.
With this, yeah.
Massive financial loss to the state.
Saying what here?
Wouldn't say me what evidence be brave 4th July 2022, mature right to information request to the Public Procurement Authority. Omo reply waha. Me bisa omo say National Cathedral under Ghanaian law. Omo na say omo ma procurement approval.
Okay.
It's na me person me who say omo ma procurement approval ana a single source ana a sole source ana a competitive. Yeah. $58 million.
You my hole.
We are Amanano. The world's most expensive pit. Amanoni. Yeah.
National Cathedral na do searchna.
Yeah. Ochina na yeah. Ombe commission. Yeah. Yeah. Eno
Amanano no ombe commission.
Say because of that omo yedin omo jin say ye be refi. So omo ka say ombe commission. Ochina. Into Public Procurement Authority. This is the response that I got. The signature of the Chief Executive, okay. Mr. Frank Mante, 5th July 2022. Application to access information on procurement approval relating to the construction of the National Cathedral by Rebade Company Limited. Reference is made to your letter dated 4th July 2022 on the subject above. Please be informed that the Public Procurement Authority holds no information, emphasis mine, holds no information relating to the construction of the National Cathedral by Rebade Company Limited. You may wish to refer your inquiry to the National Cathedral Secretariat.
What?
Yours faithfully, Frank Mante, Chief Executive, to Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP, North Town, 8th floor, Job 600 building. Can you believe that? Yeah, could see $450 million. Already, they've sunk $58 million. PPA forcing or money information. I will say, hey, please, we beg you, go to National Cathedral Secretariat. Yeah. Look, SSL me bo Reverend Ministers we abaso, Pastor Otabil, or Johnny in Tem, on whom the echo no say, we God's vision be to protect my reputation. Let me leave.
Kevin Sofo.
Anna Bishop Dark Hayward Mills was the second. Or no dear, or Chro to protect himself. Said ye lawyer kuku dampa. It to protect himself. Or state in his resignation letter say, Ghana fwe munyina munkai say, location no, enye board no na ye take that decision. President Akufo-Addo Nkwano take it. Onuna decided say, you bet demolish Judicial Training Institute, you bet demolish Judges Bungalow, you bet demolish Scholarship Secretariat, you bet demolish Passport Head Office, you bet demolish Mali Ambassador's Residence, you bet demolish bungalows for Shraj, you bet demolish Comsys IT firm headquarters, you bet demolish Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex. All these buildings, that enclave was the most prime, most iconic province in Ghana. Akufo-Addo are demolishing in Ghana. Dakeward Mills in his resignation letter say Ghana for demolitions no. Omo fan ba board no. Yanka ho. Akufo-Addo and procurement issues omo fan ba. Omo no mo select omo architect David Ajayi. Or said omo first meeting President Akufo-Addo catch omo say ono any architect. Is that how we do public projects?
No, architect no why in the background check.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, but don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry. You're really a crowd.
LGBTQ now.
Then Bishop Dakeward Mills, essential say contractor no. President Akufo-Addo neka say no any contractor.
Hey.
Yes. You think you know what? Bishop
Dakeward Mills.
Dakeward Mills. Yes. The resignation letter. What's the thing you know? We're protecting him brutal. Yeah, ba, or no dear, yeah, to me. Look, may I say obey your witness? Or can you cry? Obey why your prosecutors? Oh, yeah, causing financial loss. People are going. People will go to jail. Ujin said we will allow our $58 million without public procurement approval. Sure, response a public procurement authority actually. And look, you jumo, sheda. Let us when you know build the evidence. Ujin said, "Nami say there was no procurement approval. Minim inside there's a catch me, but I want it documented so that Ochina Obin ko create some approval be no more backdated. Uko yes and there, you have the signature is here.
Very smart.
Chief executive no ho. Until we know what we are doing. All the documents have been leaking. Ujin said, I just want them to know, sir. Your documents. We have our evidence.
So what about Sudan and Duncan Williams?
Fantastic. That is the next group of prominent, patriotic, God-fearing, Christian-like men of God. As I say, ya bomba baso. Inti Archbishop Duncan Williams and Reverend Sud Anaba, they were the last. They were holding this weak, wobbly project. Inti Omuka said, Nema koso de bia scandals na Okudzeto Ablakwa release no. Enkoye already yenionom Pastor Otabil and Bishop Dak. Omo Johnny. Nema omo chro no enye. Yeah, yakawa ha no. Dachi ye hu bechiri yen yo. Enti yepe audit. Enti Omuka say omo audit. Enti mo frɛ auditors no mo. Hey, asema Omuka ye. Say auditors mbra. Omo say debi omo tiko apai. Omonti asiye. Inti more than a year, omo join memo to the board say omo pe auditors. Audit be ankoso. They be omo committee na. Oh, auditors no wo hin. Oh, muso then muso. And omo say Sembeba debi. Yesu you join it away line no. And omo too no resign here. It is a say, Oshesa board of trustees. Unim say, even Akufo-Addo ni attorney general, also resign quietly. Or just said, "Na yente." Godfrey Dame. Also who said the air cost was hono. But Ojane too late. Into also come we are going after him. Oh, please.
What is it?
After what taking part in all of the looting, it's too late.
Na nti asofo ni bi da so ho ana.
Yes, and which is surprising. Joyce, I idea say ono or ye part time wo Cathedral board no and or ye part time wo Baumia campaign team. And Professor Opoko nyina no na ye chairman.
On resign still.
And Ghana for dodo no refi say sa osofo na or ye President Mahama sa ye dede say nyansafo mu won here. Ono so wo Sofu Mate. Oh, so was
on resign.
On resign here. Presby odaso wo.
Hey,
oda quietly kule. On pese Ghana for be kai do say the ono or advise president or send text message. President Mahama de ono on receive text message. Onim say na ye be text message. Did they I mean Mikai say, oh, look at the ministers, babies with sharp teeth. No, why and say, hey, man of God. Oh, now my name say it was all about say
envelopes.
Yeah, na ye pese ye ba na ye bedi na ye besi $58 million.
The identity meaning.
And also that so. Yeah, Kusi Reverend Kusi Boating, Kwabena Edu Jemfi, or that's so. Now he has the audacity, the temerity. Latest news, they say. Latest. I feel that me reveal it for the first time. I hire na Mr. T.
Fantastic.
Latest, they say. Wa court appeal court say decision, all the decisions against him, cases now we're losing in Yano or be appeal. That's the latest. Yeah, that's the latest. Can you believe that? Nipa, look, any other country, and I'm so disappointed in the IGP. I don't know why this chap has not been arrested. Sure, evidence ninja media tujua. Unkwa who 2 dates of birth 2 years apart. Unkwa 2 different mothers. Unkwa ya appointed as Victor Kusibuati. Meanwhile, diplomatic passport yade amao say Faye Jumano is in the name Kwabena Edu Jemfi. Unkwa 2016 to aba as Victor Kusibuati. 2020 to aba as Kwabena Edu Jemfi. 2 voter ID cards.
And Ghana card.
Look, madegesa ako even ne basic school O level. Me woninyana. Me dininyana ako court. Emma judges no eka say look, after going through the evidence, they don't even know who is before them. Omo name say way or ye Kusibuati or ye Kwabena Edu Jemfi. Judges say omo ye confused. Omo and they were shocked. Human rights judge, or say, to even have the courage to come and appear before us in court. She was shocked. I'm totally. Also, sir, or no, now they may call court, but one to me, I'm back into Osuma, Obi, sir, ombe into your friend Diana Nipano, or say, he's a son to him, like a godson.
What's your channel?
Oh, Munyana, as I say, a chomo. Look, and Mamun Refi said, there is a list of people who must refund our monies to us. Me what list no wa. Vote of censure committee no. Ye demande say Kenoforiata as I say Omaye the full illegal withdrawals because he didn't have parliamentary approval. Yes, for those withdrawals, which amounted to $58 million.
Hey, can you say?
At the time that the exchange rate was just about 5. No? It was 339 million Ghana cedis.
Too much.
Can you imagine? In 7 June 2019, this is Kenoforiata or Nankasa Nawasane. Or say, or release 445,000 Ghana cedis. 5th March 2021, or release 80.5 million. 10 February 2022, or release 32.7 million. When you now echo David Ajayi, into David Ajayi I received 113 million.
David Ajayi.
David Ajayi.
One way,
architect.
Yeah, we see an architect.
Or say, or a promoter and financier of the gay movement.
LGBTQ.
Yes. Yeah. Or yes. Or say, yes. Or say, or support you. Ono, as I say, he has been indicted on him, say, yeah, stripping of a lot of his contracts because of his sexual assault cases.
Wow.
In banning now, new muye juma say now on tiomuka now or rape and all of that. Oh yes. It's been one kind Financial Times, one kind New York Times. Oh yeah.
David Ajayi.
Oh yes.
Where your president?
They are even in court as we speak.
What's where no president?
Oh yeah, the president's friend, President ne choose according to Bishop Dake Ward Mills in a resignation letter. Almost your first meeting, President Akufo-Addo catch almost or no architect into now David Ajayi way by.
Gay financier.
Yes, and sexual predator as has been described perfectly in the British press.
In the public domain, when you know.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm surprised I won't hear. Oh yes. Yeah, 130 million. Oh, Baku cried there were airport, South African airport. And I see a rape case no. I want to see it.
South African airport.
Yes.
Oh, Johannesburg.
Yes. Only a fellow architect or more project. Yes. Oh, it's been well documented. Ukai Financial Times, and this is the person. Omoye due diligence. Because of that, Uko UK now or your advisor to the mayor, he has been stripped of that position. Now we'll see a dying ama Jews for no, the Jewish people, or more stripping off. Yeah. Meanwhile, you see Yakwakofa a Bobby from Israel. And the Cathedral where I see no. It's an Israeli project. Only Nana Akufo-Addo can answer. That is not all. 29th October 2021, Kenoforiata released 142.7 million. 19th August 2021, Osan released another 58.2 million. On my way, your Maya Yenisika. 31st March 2022, another 25 million to the National Cathedral Secretariat. Ninyana 339 million for the world's most expensive pit. At the time that Ward Mills or resigning, Oka said, look, my conscience cannot be well with me when we have spent $30 million and all I see is a pit. I have done magnificent projects for far less. When you know your name, a Daniel Bishop Duck we see across this country, Kodesh, all his temples, massive temples. Oko the Pediasi that hills, Oko the wire is a wonder. It wasn't even half. Yeah, from Israel.
Give for Abo.
Yeah.
Abo.
Meanwhile, a Ghana Cathedral project in Kwana, David Ajay is still associated. When every other project or much, even in Saudi Arabia, contracts they've all withdrawn, stripped him off all those projects.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh yes. Ghana and Kwana, we are still entertaining this chap. Inti David Ajay must prepare to return our 113 million Ghana cedis. And Obroni Biso, a friend who carries Summers, another crook. Also, meaning baby Omoko Funny Free, or be presenting him as CEO of the Nehemiah Group. Pictures of the buyer, Omoba Parliament, yeah. Almost see Omo mansions, now almost see temples across the world. They'll be Kasa. You're bragging all over big English. And now, Omotam Yesika 61 million demand. At the time, $6 million. Yes! Into a carry summers into Enamikasa. Maminko undercover, Naminko America.
US.
Mintimiko US. Missouri. Springfield, Missouri.
No, but
Miko drew when I followed up on the address. GPS did me call her no. I thought say maybe a GPS in America is no longer working. I had the shock of my life. Address now Mbeka wa parliament say a dime for fair be Nehemiah Group. Meko drew ho minia. Ramshackle warehouse be. Look. Minya sure say kiosk. Minya sure say kiosk. The worst kiosk on this Osu Oxford Street can come close. What? And Anka Ombeka say Mankoho. Me woho me taking me video evidence, extra photos, and I OPA. I say, hey, who are you? What are you doing here? Carry Summers came out. It is all captured in my video evidence.
You have that.
We have all of that.
But I say, Honorable.
Carry Summers must refund our money. Kusi Boating and Kabne fee. Many people forget, say, media a yesika na me chase ye 2.6 million because documents on Modiba Parliament, or Mukase or 1 man 2.6 million as contractors mobilization. And then Mibisa say, JNS Talent Center Limited, they are not the contractor. Contractor is Rebadi. Tia Banisana, ye 2.6 million. Ako JNS for her. A ho enemy discover say, Sena Usibuatin Ewo in another name as Kobna Edujemfi. That is what opened the can of worms. Into year 2.6 million, year beje. And let me serve notice to all of this. Intiana or China, 2 p.m. And I invite the general public. The world's most expensive pit. And we will be engaging the media and serving a clear notice. Say, all these people keeping our money, they must prepare to refund the money. And that whole National Cathedral Secretariat, as I said, almost dissolving. The board must be dissolved. Ochina may reveal Sika Yagusu aye spending on that board. Oh yes.
Apostle nyina ka ho.
Yeah, tia omu nyina sika. I'll reveal all of that tomorrow. At 2 p.m. Yes. Yes. May reveal nyina ochina.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Very well. Honorable Masamba Osubim. You have like I said, my aboa for star 274 has and was sending was selected for FM number 1, number 1, not to 5, not 2, not to 10 Ghana. Yame eye aduma me ba be che 2,000 Ghana cedis. Sharp CCR. Chatu mami CCR now be the 2,000 Ghana cedis each. Beja Kufi and Tuesday. Actually midweek. Actually 6 March 2024. Wachina Yakopon Eya Duma no na crane Mugabe minimum ya ba be poso himayeti TV ni radio so. No dear a power jackpot. Na di omunie obetwa a star 274 star 10 hash. And one on a certificate 10 Ghana. Wachina match 30,000 Ghana cedis. And kanisika 300 million. How many pensia? Live. Nti start eno. Star 274 star 10 hash. Na was send it. Na enedie 2000 ameba be cha ne shabo sisi idea. Star 274 hash. Na was send it. Was selected for FM number 1. Obo 1 na 2 5 2 na 2 10. As like I said, come on muzu about clinic. Dr. Eda was say so da ni de nyina wota ye chi na bibia nso etimi konkan kama Dr. Muzu sebra na so ye Kumasi Tafunshi ayeso sanso ana kaso amanfom oben police station no Achemota Kisen village oni poma filling station ni din hwe ni mu ashama o Lebanon second step na wo frɛ Dr. Muzu a obetumi aboa yare bie ha wo bia no Dr. ebeboa na so watimi enya wayare sana bibia nso etimi akonkan kama edi amamo nti enua ne sɛ mbema maye mre ewo mpem hu nsu aye mre mutumi mu adwuma mu a stroke na tete mu ni nyina no Amuzu sebra na oba na so ye ho a obeboa na so watimi enya wayare sana bibia nso etimi akonkan kama edi amount ti enua ne sɛ woni be kire ne branches ni bia na bibia kon enkan Medimosis sebra wodi Medimosis garlic capsules aba unye bena on my boa ma moja timidi ni pedua ni mafusa ni ye boost wo ye immune system e bibia kon kan edema ya we bia tete ni pedua no for ni kire Medimosis adenta barrier opposite police station no AES building AESL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority yard no Awakra Ministries Jekojo on school for the deaf ne opposite Kumasa anima kokoben ubi hu no ho Friend 0244068447 0244068447 ofra obejo so about wildlife experience mo a obi agya to me say Safari Valley Eco Resort omo ye number 1 jata sebo udu ni kire okre e wo dew in the eastern region of the Republic of Ghana obi won environment where kama very very conducive na udu ha wani beji ye papa omunu ane local and continental dishes wura hotel rooms no so jejeje kama papa from 0596914394 0596914394 swimming pool ho gym e wo ho obeji wani we say yes holidays in 1 2 sika engu ti wawari awia ho no kodi honeymoon no e bibia nko enkan emfa ma power specialist about hospital say me kan cho hepatitis A na tete o B C D ana yi fatty liver problem ana sciatica a prostate problem na o menu abema for ni echere power specialist about hospital obi a onu penu na atechema e osa na e compo e fibroid menu aba tutuani na fa woni echere ho obetimi aboa Kumasi wo fiyase Lake Bosomtwe Kwantempon so ni Jesbo filling station no na edi hwani mu nkra ha owo kwa benya ye Pokwase ACP Kwantempon so takradi wo Anaji Estate oben Anaji MA Primary School no fema mi na ne twetwe komo 0244544422 0244544422 na ofra obeje so medical kan muzu asema kyerɛw tutumirikafo ni kyerɛ wo say stroke aye ulcer aye gono syphilis low sperm counts prostate problem severe waist pains early ejaculation and weak erection ni nyina no Amuzu bema ho aduro fani 0241959326 0241959326 Muzu sabia make say what TV ho denden ewo Tafunshi Moro Market Kumasi ta ho denden dia wo hwe esna twa minura wotensupa no brane betu bi koton oba Mr. Robert Westwazi ya obema ododo na bi etu akọ sanso na Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine media of the Nsawam Road okọ admission go so ekoso Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa ye wo be sima be ye enum nsia bi nti once wodi na ekoso ewo
Northtown.
Northtown.
You mean your answer na member Northtown.
Okay.
You were one last national issue.
Okay.
As I said, me come who asem.
Fantastic.
And then no, he related to Argentina 6 months now. A buying say omun to me and raise funds to resettle my constituents. Omo gusua ewo tent ubeko now omo to say refugees in their own country. Minia asema meba beka ho asem.
So these are areas here on how
yeah, this is how they are living in tents.
This is sad.
Tents 6 months. Omanya ya woman. Is this fair? Yenyana.
So the more mukobi.
Oh.
Enyo mono mistake.
Man-made disaster.
Ono bonyamishira wo.
Ente yensi edan we amma nipa 600 anka omunyana ego so eti tent mo say. But why I am so angry? Make us say oman we no. Ente who kind amuzu mixture no. The herbal clinic. Na me bisa say I wish say omo wo mixture beer a bet to me a shape the minds of our leaders. And no na ye hia pan kamyan sa meto akwakoma Akufo-Addo. Nti amuzu fo ombo ayen. Akufo-Addo ne baomia. Amuzu herbal mixture no nka ombetumi aye mixture bi. Beboa for patriotism vision.
Amuzu ke enu si betumi abo na ado.
Anka miang sa meto omoma me yeah.
The number
because the ekoso no. Wo de tie de me ma beka.
Fantastic.
Report where a woman say a performance audit report of the Auditor General on the construction of cocoa roads. Cocoa roads, no. A President Mahama Abreso, ono na did this idea by say, omo sustain this economy. Our cocoa farmers, omo beye jumaden time for harvesting na ekwane nye. Inti post-harvest losses. Now omo bre how to move the cocoa out of their farms into or the project we buy as cocoa road project, say cocoa board for sikana yenya from these cocoa farmers. So let's invest in their roads. Into 2015 project we started here. Dr. Opuni ne persecution ni nyina no omo say na breso no cocoa roads no or budgete 1.6 billion and our cost spend 5.2 billion, which was more than 3 times the 1.6 billion budgeted. Cocoa roads improvement project phase 2 President Akufo-Addo ne baomia omo abreso. Auditor General reveal say the omo accusing Dr. Punino, they have done worse more than 3 times.
About free.
Yeah. Omo budget 1.3 billion. Almost spend 13 billion. About 10 times. But until West no. Dear Dr. Puni Anjoin, who he never even imagined that he could ever do this. Akufo-Addo ne baomia. Ubekai noise omo ye in this country about so sourcing, so omo be jai, omo be making sure say omo be stopping this whole so sourcing, single sourcing ayakoso. Auditor General had discovered say who can report where say 87% of cocoa road contracts ni nyina omo de maye no single source, non-competitive. 87% ain't seen that in the history of this country. Now, what is worse, no? Auditor General say, omo compare 13% of the roads omo year competitive with the 87% omo year single source. No? Omo say single source there, no? It is 3 times the value. HS said the roads they are constructed, we could have gotten 3 times. But you haven't heard the worst. Unim say they did not follow the procurement law. Omo violated procurement laws. No? Yes. They should get ready. But this is the killer. Unim company the company that was at the center of this. Baumia Nia Company.
Resources Access Limited. When my events here.
Resources Access Limited.
Company need no.
Yes.
But we are now president
Yeah. Or say or no, you're incorruptible.
Or you mate no.
Sena. And last week me publish latest documents from the PPN Akuko board. Onya the highest contract 83 million. Baumia Abraham Baumia. Abraham Baumia. They should get ready. All this causing of financial loss, they will account. It is because of practices like this. And I drew baby, I drew. My constituents and to me, and resettlement houses, or to me, compensation. I mean, all their proper everything has been lost, and they are been abandoned. They are being treated like refugees, like animals in their own country.
Let me tell you, Honorable. You're the best here for today. The best number for part 2. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, ranking member, Foreign Affairs Committee. I want to say a few more. Bon homo de papa. Nadia Otima Sumun Sem na Sayem Rasabijani de ma not on a better one person for from Mantamo. You better not say, see a 2 years after and round Kwa was Moga, Mebadodo. Say, Hayana, Debia, be revealing and near money in Ama Wati. One from me, Mebadodo. Na nyame nhyira pa na o mawa akukudu na kwaso ye adwuma ne saa na yedi besia yeso so na anwumre no sia kase ebo beposo hema ne ohene babo amabanie mampoma ne tim no omode abramo ebo no wotwe ase ne so se ne eye benada gumbishu ebeba ekina mehia wo no nan ewo TV ni radio so ekina 4 pm mehia wo TV ni radio so eye power jackpot ne beposo hema mamunyina mo anything.